fearless players wearing the burning blue from Beaumont Middle School, Mike, the Master in the regal red from Southwest Middle School, Andy Rocket. And in the panoramic purple from Old Coe Middle School, Troy T-Bone Hunter. Hello everyone, I'm Mike O'Malley. Welcome to the Extreme Arena, home of Nickelodeon Guts, the action sports show where kids live out their greatest sports fantasies. Today our players will be competing in 4 spectacular events, and after that they will get a chance at tackling our radical rock, the Aggro Crag, where almost anything can happen. The player with the most points at the end of all of our events is the winner, and he or she will be able to take home a glowing piece of our awesome rock. Now remember, all of our events here on Guts are specifically designed with our players' safety in mind. They will be wearing safety equipment, and we'll have a professional stunt director and stunt spotters with them at all times. So please, do not try this at home. Now on to our first event. You're going for the rebound, crashing the boards with David Robbins and Dennis Rodman and Akeem Olajuwon. No way, you say? Well, here on Guts you can, because our new event, the Re, is yours. A new elastic sporting event here on Guts. Let's go to our referee, Maura Quirk, for the rules. Hey, Mo!
Hey there, Mike. At the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will jump off their aerial bridge towards the center post. Our players will have 7 chances to grab the rebound, and the player with the most rebounds wins. Mike.
All right, so our players up on the aerial bridge and ready to go for that first rebound. Let's do it.
On your mark, get set.
All right, going down, going up, who's gonna grab it? Oh, all 3 of our players battling for that one. But getting the height isn't the only thing you gotta get in this one. You gotta be able to grab it and then hold on. Who's gonna get the second one?
On your mark, get set.
All right, the concentration on our players. They go skying for this one, and red tearing it out of the arms of blue on that one. That's Brett. I'm sorry, that is not Brett. That is, Andy Rocket Pine.
On your mark, get set.
All right, going up again, grabbing it, and that's blue. That's Mike the Master, showing his mastery of rebounding skills.
On your mark, get set.
All right, getting there first. Who's gonna get there first? Oh! Looked like Troy just bouncing off him on that one. And they are getting ready. We've got 1 for red, 1 for blue.
On your mark, get set.
All right, folks, powering their way. Oh, yeah, that's Troy. Folks, as all 3 of our players battle for that one, Troy took that one home, and it's 1 to 1 to 1.
On your mark, get set.
All right, and going back up again. Who's gonna grab it? All right, no one grabs that one. And we've got 1 more to go, folks. So this is for first place points. Who's gonna get this rebound?
On your mark, get set.
Look at the concentration as all our players go up. Nobody grabs it on that one. Let's go to Mo for the official results. Mo.
Well, Mike, all of our players tied in first place with 1 rebound each.
All right, let's take a look at the replay right here, folks. This show just important. How important not only getting up there is, but holding on. All of our players getting a little touch on that one, but no one getting it, holding on to it, I should say. And we've got Mike down here. Now, Mike, your feelings on that last event?
It was tough because you had to jump off it and hit that X. But then when you got up there, we all met, and it was tough to hold on to the ball.
Let's take a look at the replay. You could describe for us what happened here.
Well, when we all went up, we all got a little piece of the ball, but none of us got enough to grab it. I got a little bit, but then somebody knocked it out of my hand. On the last one, and it dropped out. That time I kept it, though.
That time you kept it, and you tied with our other players for first place on that one. 300 points, I believe. Let's go to Mo and check out our leaderboard. Mo.
Mike, first place in our events is worth 300 points, so that goes to all of our players.
All right, so our players doing an excellent work on that last event. All tying for first place, 300 points. And now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Mike the Master Canales is a 13-year-old water skier. When Mike isn't skimming across the tops of lakes, he's diving into rivers. For the Master, Guts equals reckless.
And reckless, certainly appropriate for our next event, because our next event brings all the fury of nature into the Extreme Arena's Tornado Run, a cross-country race through all sorts of terrain. We have got rivers to cross. After that, a rockin' earthquake. And then after that earthquake, they will have some jungle vines to fight through. And then finally, a treacherous swamp fog waiting to bog our players down. Who will survive to the finish? Let's go to Mo first.
Well, Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all 3 players will race around our track. Players must go through or over every obstacle, and penalties will be added for any violations. First player over the finish line wins. Players, on your mark, get set.
Tornado run! There's not going to be a 3-way tie on this one, as it looks like Blue out in front. That's Mike. Followed by Andy, and then Troy. Blue in the jungle vines first. They got to go through the first portion, then up over. Looks like Blue. That's Mike showing he's reckless. Through the swamp fog, he's first. Who's going to be second? I can't see through the fog. It looks like Troy. No, it's Andy, then Troy. Let's go to Mo for the results. Mo.
In first place, Mike in blue. In second place, Andy in red. In third place, Troy in purple.
All right, let's take a look at the replay right here as we take a look at Troy. And he goes off the track right here. And he got the automatic third because he went off the course right there. And we have got, by my side, we've got Mike. You were reckless in that last event. What's your opinion of that last one?
It was fun. And you just had to, first one of the rocks, probably first because they were scattered. So you couldn't get 2 people on the rocks, so you had to get ahead of them.
All right, we're going to take a look at the replay right now. Take a look at what's happening on the jungle vines and describe it to us, what was going through your mind right here.
Right there, I dropped and hit my head on my knee. And then I got up, and the boy behind me, he hit me. But then there, I was climbing up. It wasn't too hard. It was fun, though. And then I jumped down. That's about it.
And then you just had to hustle your way into as you got over that second portion, hustling your way back in through the swamp fog and crossing in first place. Congratulations. Let's go to Mo and check out where we stand. Mo.
Well, right now, Mike in blue is in the lead with 600 points. In second place with 500 points, Andy in red. In third place with 400 points, Troy in purple.
All right, folks, that's event number 2, and we got another one coming up. Wipeout, stick around. Welcome back to Guts, the action sports show that asks, do you have it? Go! The Extreme Arena getting ready for our next event, but right now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Andy Rocket Pine is a self-propelled 12-year-old. When Rocket isn't speeding across the football field, he's riding roller coasters. For Andy, guts equals tough.
All right, and tough is what our next event is, folks. Hang 10. Our players are going to be using their surfing ability right here. And our Guts pool turned into a raging ocean by that wave ball right there. They're going to have to maneuver their way through those waves. Get as many buoys as they can. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, at the sound of my whistle, each of our players will have 30 seconds to collect as many buoys as they can. Players must keep the buoys on their arms, and the player with the most buoys wins.
All right, so those buoys dropping in place, and Mike will be up first. He goes into this event with 600 points. He is in first place. Let's see if he can hold on.
On your mark, get set.
All right, we'll see if he can hold on to just more than his first place lead. He's got to hold on to that surfboard as he gets as many buoys as he can and has 3, getting pounded up against the side of our Guts pool. But holding on, folks, and kicking with his legs. And trying to kick and paddle at the same time while staying on the board, while holding on to those buoys. 6 seconds, time running out. 4. Oh, he's got about 9 of them, it looks like, folks. All right, so Mike working excellent work in that last one. Let's go to Mo for the results.
You were right. Mike, in fact, collected 9 buoys.
All right, so Mike with 9. Now, Mike using the strategy of holding on to the back end of his board and coming right after that, going buoy after buoy. And up against the wall right here, leaning back. The 10th one that he did get was after the buzzer, so that one didn't count, but he did get 9. That's going to be a tough score to beat, and it looks like Andy's ready.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so Andy up next, and he's right in the thick of things too, folks, with 500 points. Oh, he falls off the board. Going for that first buoy, falls off, having trouble getting back on the board, folks. And we're already down to 6
17 seconds. Those waves just knocking Andy all over the place. Trying to hold on to the surfboard and keep his balance while he paddles to his second buoy. It looks like the third buoy he has. And trying to make way towards the fourth one.
Does he have it at the buzzer? I do not know. We'll have to go to Mo and get the official results for Andy on that one, Mo.
Andy collected 4 buoys, Mike.
All right, so Andy right here trying to hold on to his coordination and get up on that board. And it all comes down to just that, folks, combining all 3: balance, speed, and holding on to the buoys, carrying all those buoys at the same time. Not easy as Andy gets out, and we are dropping the buoys in place. So Troy, who is up next, he goes into this event in third place with 400 points. We'll see if he can get at least 9.
On your mark, get set.
All right, so Troy up next. We'll see if he can hold on and get as many buoys as he can. And he went reaching for his second buoy, falling off the board. The eagerness to get near the next buoy, not thinking about staying on the board right there. He's back on and falling off again. So he is holding on to 4 buoys, folks, but having some trouble balancing right now. He does have second place points if he was to finish where he is right now, though, folks. Reaching again for the more buoys right there. So Troy on that one. We will go to Mo and find out what the results of Troy were. Mo.
Troy collected 5 buoys, Mike, so that puts Mike in first place, Troy in second place, Andy in third place.
All right, so Mike holding on to his first place points in that one, getting 9 buoys, and Troy getting a second place finish. We've got him over here, and looked very difficult to hold on with those waves in there. What was it like?
Man, I had trouble getting back on the board because the wave was come crashing down the board, and the board would go underwater, and you'll flip off.
All right, let's take a look at the replay right now, and you can describe to us what happens right here as you pushed off right here for the first buoy.
Yeah, I was swimming along, then I reached for it, then it went up under the board. So I had to go up under to get it, and I fell off right there. I slipped trying to turn. Then I jumped back on.
But you did a good job. As a matter of fact, you got second place points. Let's go to Mo and see where you stand now. Mo.
Well, right now, Mike in blue is in the lead with 900 points and tied in second place with 600 points each. Andy in red and Troy in purple.
All right, event number 4 coming up, but right now it's time for Spill Your Guts.
Troy T-Bone Hunter is a 13-year-old football star. When T-Bone isn't winning football trophies, he's keeping his place on the honor roll. For Troy, guts equals control.
He's going to need control in our next event. Imagine Emmitt Smith running for a touchdown. He's running, he's out in the open, and all of a sudden he's hit, knocks the ball loose. Oh yeah, it's a fumble. Oh, who's going to get it? Our next Elastic Sports event. Let's go to Mo for the rules. Mo.
Mike, at the sound of my whistle, all of our players will have 45 seconds to grab as many fumbles as possible. Players can grab more than one football at once, and only the footballs in each player's basket will be counted. The player with the most recoveries wins. Mike?
All right, so our players, rough and ready in their football equipment. Looks like they are ready to go with 45 seconds on the clock.
On your mark, get set.
All right, who's going to get a chance to recover? And you can see our players' power moves right here. Look at catching it right out of the air. That's Troy. And Red getting another one. Now, folks, you got to be quick on your feet and powerful as you're pushing one way. The other players are pulling you another way. As you look at Red putting 2 in the basket right there. He's got 2 more right near him. The other players, the purple player just waiting for him to come out of there. He's not scribbling on the ground for him. And there's blue. That's Mike in blue. Coming back all over the place. Our players, looks like Red with some nice scoring work right here. Digging, digging, digging. Oh, and blue on the ground. Tosses that in the basket. Purple with another one. Time running out. Folks, you just see the power necessary in this event as all of our players digging hard into the ground as they could get each football and throw them into the basket. They're doing some marvelous work right there. And before our Agro Crag event, these guys definitely out of breath. Let's go to Mo for the results.
Well, Mike, Andy in red came in first place with 9 recoveries and tied in second place with 6 recoveries each. Mike in blue and Troy in purple.
Thank you, Mo. So we take a look at the replay, and right here in blue, that is Mike scrambling on the ground, trying to get that football. You can see him being pulled by our other players as they went after other footballs. He's got one in his hand right here, and he goes for number 2. Going again, reaching for number 2. Getting that one in his hand, catching that one, depositing both in the basket. And then Troy right here in purple. Oh, those footballs coming rifling out of that chute. He's going to try to catch that one, but no, he fumbled that one. Tried a different strategy, and both of those players tied for second place. We've got our first place player right here. Now, in that last event, you got 9 different footballs. Do you play football yourself?
Yes.
And what position do you play?
Running back.
And so what is it like when you're out there trying to scramble for those footballs on the field?
Well, it's kind of hard because sometimes you can get your fingers jammed inside the helmets, and sometimes it goes out of bounds. You get lucky.
Now, you said that guts equals tough. And why did you say that?
Well, you got to have guts to be tough, and this show proves that you have to be tough, and us 3 here have proved it so far.
All right, let's take a look at the replay. I want you to describe for us what's happening in this replay right here as you go for these footballs.
Well, I'm being dragged towards the side, trying to pick up things as I go, and I just try to get it in the goal. And
You had 3 footballs at once. Was it hard to hold on?
yeah, and then I finally fell down. Then I recovered the 2 balls next door to me, and then I put them in.
All right, but you got 3 in there and 9 a total. And let's go and check where we are on the leaderboard right now. Mo.
Right now, Mike in blue is in the lead with 1,100 points. In second place, Andy in red with 900 points. In third place, Troy in purple with 800 points.
All right, so we're very close, and you better get ready because now, no time to fumble. You're grappling with the crag, the aggro crag, coming up, folks, far from over.
Welcome back to Guts, where I am here at the base of the Aggro Crag, the event about to begin. Our players heated competition all day long, and they're about ready to burn their path up the Aggro Crag. Let's go to Mo first and check out where we stand. Mo.
After 4 events, Mike in blue is in the lead with 1,100 points. In second place, Andy in red with 900 points. In third place, Troy in purple with 800 points.
So that is a look at where they stand. Now let's take a look at how they got there. And we begin with rebound. Competition so fierce in this first event. All of our players getting hands on the rebounds. Here's a look right here as our red player, Andy, took that one back. But they all tied. And right here, Troy steps off the river right there in Tornado Run. Our players can continue to climb as Mike jumping over right there. First over the jungle vines and coming through the swamp fog to take a first place finish in that one. And right here, paddling his way, looking to try to fight those waves, and he was cornered up against the side of the pool right there, but holding on not only to the board, not only to the buoys, holding on to his fierce competitiveness and good finish in that one. And right here, Andy goes down right here. Boom! Oh, falls down. But does he fumble? No. He's a player on Guts. He doesn't fumble the ball. Once he got it, he put him in the basket. And now all of our players right now are ready to climb the Aggro Crag right here, folks. A lot of surprises waiting for our players. And now the race begins at Boulder Canyon, a 6-foot rock ledge that our players have to fight their way up en route to their first actuator. But all the way up, they can trigger obstacles like loose ledges, falling rocks, snowstorms, avalanches, water blasts, floods, all while they try to reach their flag and lock in first. Who's going to get there first? Let's go to Mo first and get the rules. Mo.
Players will start at the sound of my whistle. Each player has an identical side of the mountain to climb and may not cross into another player's path. Now, during their climb, our players must light up each of 8 targets located on their side of the crag. The first player to activate all of the targets, including the final one at the peak of the mountain, will receive first place points. Mike.
All right, so as our players get psyched up and the thumbs up, the #1 sign as they begin their climb, let me remind you that the points have skyrocketed in this final event, the Aggro Crag. Third place being worth 375 points. Second, 550 points. And first place, 725 points. So 725 points for the person who gets to the top of that mountain first. Far from over here. Let's go to Mo.
Players, on your mark, get set.
And that whistle means begin the climb up Boulder Canyon en route to the first actuator. And that's Troy locking in first. Then Mike falling after he gets his second actuator. And right there, Andy in red. That's Troy in purple, trying to fight his way through the snowstorm. The rocks come tumbling down on all three players at the same time. They're battling their way. And just as they've done all day, folks, is it going to be purple or blue? Blue first. Purple missed an actuator. Purple's got to go back down. Purple locking in. But then red is second. And purple, who had missed an actuator, continuing his climb and locking in third. We will get the official results from Mo.
In first place on the aggro crag, Mike in blue. In second place, Andy in red. And third place, Troy in purple.
All right, so take a look at the replay right here. As Mike jumps off Boulder Canyon, locking into his first actuator, going for actuator number 2. Slipped right here, but he made it back up. And going on to the third actuator, the snow and smoke and rocks were everywhere. And right here, we have all three of our players pretty much neck and neck at this point. But then Mike sliding in with the first place points, 725 points. And Troy had locked in, missed an actuator, so he had to go back down. Let's go to Mo and check out our final leaderboard standings. Mo.
Here they are, Mike. In third place today, Troy in purple with 1,175 points. In second place, Andy in red with 1,450 points. Our winner today, Mike in blue, 1,825 points.
And so our players take their spots on our awards ceremony platform, and the bronze goes to Troy, ladies and gentlemen. A great competitor here today on Guts. The silver going to Andy, our red player, who showed what he was made of. And the gold going to Mike, the big Mike, getting the gold. And not only does he get a gold, he gets a glowing piece of our rock. He gets to take that rock and hold it for all to see. Take that home and tell everybody that he won here on Guts. And he learned what it was all about, ladies and gentlemen. Competitiveness, sportsmanship, fierce athleticism. No ifs, ands, or buts. These kids got guts. Do you have it?
All Guts players compete in Reebok athletic shoes, who remind you that on Planet Reebok there are no boundaries.
Recorded in front of a live audience in Nickelodeon Studios at Universal Studios, Orlando, Florida.